How much of your life has been spent and shaped by waiting for someone else's approval? We constantly are waiting for someone to acknowledge us. We're constantly waiting for someone to be like, this is good. You got the green light. You can go. Why are we waiting, and why are we seeking others people's validations when we have all their answers inside of us? Why are we waiting for someone else's okay to do something when we have the answers inside of us? Why are we waiting for someone else to be that turning point when all of that is inside of us? We know when it's go time. You cannot build a life waiting for applause. I don't know if you guys seen that post where it literally says the support of others, and then you also got on the other side the congratulations. So like, you'll have the support of others be completely empty, but then you'll have the congratulations and the applause be huge, more than the support. Exactly. You cannot wait for people to applaud you. You cannot wait for people to tell you that you're doing a good job. You cannot wait for somebody to say, I'm proud of you. You have to be proud of yourself. You have to know you're doing a good job. You have to keep that motivation. A lot of the times people are waiting for validation, waiting for people to be like, you did a good job. And that kind of like with validation goes hand in hand with like people pleasing. You like, if I do this for somebody else, or if I make them happy, I would get brownie points at the sacrifice of yourself. If I continue to make this person happy, I can sacrifice my own happiness because I know that they're happy. The thing about validation is just like taking a hit of dopamine. It fades fast. We get that hit and we're just like boom, all the way down. That's why when a lot of people get successful and things like that, and they'll be like, oh, it's lonely at the top, or it's just me at the top. It's like, because you got all the support, you got all the congratulations, you got all the congratulations and the things like that, but you end up not having real people in your corner, and it's just you, because they're not on the same wavelength that you're on. They're not on the same frequency that you're on, so you're by yourself. But you feel like that approval and the likes and the applause, and you're literally depending on what other people are thinking of you outside of yourself to feel worthy. When we live in a world of validation, Instagram, social media, TikTok, and just waiting for somebody to like what you post or what you put out, and people are approving what you post or what you put out, or trying to say, or even feeling like you're relating in some sense. Like for me, for example, I can say, for validation purposes, I would have to say, like, when I post a video and like it does not get that much interaction, instead of deleting it and be like, well, it didn't get that much interaction, so oh well, like I didn't do a good job, I can keep it up there. Because at the end of the day, I post what I post out of the fact of just because I really liked it, not waiting for someone else to be validating what I said to know that what I said was true. You know what I mean? Like, what also interests me the most is that when people post for attention, like, I feel like social media has become a place where people are literally trying to impress other people, and then they forget about who they actually are. Like, I feel like personally Instagram is just a place where you're just it just feels so unauthentic. It feels so fake, and it feels like you're posting for other people validation. And not only that, now it just feels like a whole bunch of people are just watching you and just trying to see where you're at in your life. Just feel like it's weird, because it's like, why am I posting a picture and waiting for you to either like it or validate me, to be like, oh, you look cute, knowing that my outfit is cute, knowing that I looked cute, or knowing whatever it is that I put up is nice. I don't need your validation. I don't need you to tell me I look nice when I know I did. I don't know, that's just me though. But I just feel like now it's just like with certain social media, it's just like, what's the point? What's the point of posting? What's the point of being active on there? And what's the point of seeking validations from other people that I don't even speak to, that I don't even know, that I never even connected with other than saying hi or bye, or let alone people that I follow or they follow me, I don't connect with. So why am I on social media trying to prove something to people that I don't speak to? It never made any sense. The reason why I've never decided to I decided to go onto YouTube and create a platform on YouTube is because simply a lot of people don't know who I am. They just see a pretty face and just be like, wow, they like a photo or whatever the case may be, but no one knows who I am at the essence and at the core. So I'm like, okay, what way can I express myself and still feel like it's a safe place? And I was just like, why not create a YouTube channel? That's the reason why I created my YouTube channel. But also I felt like a huge disconnect when it came to social media as far as Instagram. And I'm like, does not feel like me. It doesn't feel real. So why am I posting over here when I can go somewhere else where I'm also loved, but also doing something that I love, sharing information, showing others to be empowered by themselves, sharing my gifts, sharing my thoughts, and people are relating in that sense of form, opposed to posting a photo and it just be like, okay, look at me. Like, remember when Instagram used to be fun when you could post food and you just simply didn't care? That was the best. See, when it comes to validation, you have to be okay with your own approval. You have to be okay with, yes, if I put this piece of art out, if I put this clothing out, if I put something out, that I'm going to be okay with it. Not that everybody's going to have to like it, not that everybody has to approve of it, but you have to be okay with not everybody liking what you put out, but also being okay with whatever it is that you're putting out. You don't need anybody else's validation for who you are. You do not need anyone else's validation for what you put out. Because at the end of the day, it's your art, it's your craft, it's what you enjoy doing, it's what you love. You're expressing yourself. Literally, you are expressing who you are in any other way. I mean, any way that you desire. There's a few people that I follow and they put out music all the time. Sometimes they don't get most likes, but they're consistent. They stick with it. They constantly putting out, because it's something that they love to do and that they're expressing. It's not like, oh my God, like a lot of people didn't like the music that I put out. A lot of people didn't like the artwork that I put out. They didn't see the vision. So now I'm just terrible. A lot of times when we seek validation and that we seek other approval, sometimes the universe will be like, well, why are you worried about their approval and not my approval? Why are you worried about what they're going to say when your whole purpose was to simply express yourself, put yourself out there, and that was just the most important thing for you to do. All the other stuff was just like all the likes and the comments and whatever it is, or the outside validation was just to let you know that you're also doing great. But the only approval that really matters is your own. So why are you looking for outsources and other validation from anything other than yourself and God? You're the one that's living your life. No one gets to decide what is good enough. No one gets to decide how you live your life. No one gets to decide when you can live your life. No one gets to decide how you express yourself but you. And there should be no cap to that. There should be no, oh my God, should I just tell this person this is what I did, etc., etc. Like, are they going to agree with it? You know, if I tell them that I'm going to put this art, or are they going to agree with it? It shouldn't matter. To be honest, it shouldn't matter. Why? Because they already lived their lives, 9 times out of 10. But a lot of the times, people don't even know what's going on in their own world to let alone for you to take their validation as something that can literally shape what you do completely, if that makes sense. Literally, trust in your inner authority. Trust in who you are, because the gifts are inside of you. The to know when it's enough is already inside of you. You don't need to look outside or anyone else in the world to be like, is this enough? Am I doing enough? Only you know that you're doing enough. We can have mentorships. We can have other people that come into our life to help us, which is amazing, which is great. In a weird way, I'm like you guys' mentor to like push you towards your goals and push you towards your future, but also simultaneously help myself grow and to be the best version that I am as same. In the same way, literally, as you guys are walking towards your purpose and your dreams, I'm walking in the same walk. I'm walking on the same journey. I'm walking and still discovering who I am as well. This is just not a one-way street of like, I got everything figured out. So no, that like literally I'm learning and growing just as well as everyone else is. And we all learn and grow at different paces. But at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with your choices. So stop giving your power away to other people. Stop waiting for validation. Stop waiting for permission. Because again, let's go back to the part where you are the one who has to live with your choices. So whatever you do, you have to live with those choices. Whatever actions that you make, you have to live with those choices. So you need to be sure and okay, whatever you do, whatever you put out into this world, that you're willing to receive whatever it brings back to you. So your choices matter. Whatever it is that you do does matter. You are already enough. But no one needs to tell you that. No one needs to tell you that you're doing enough. No one needs to tell you that they're proud of you. No one needs to tell you, hey, You could do more, or whatever the case may be. Now, it's okay if someone comes into your life and they advise you to be the best version of yourself, and they see something inside of you and they're just like, you're amazing, you're talented, you're great, you're gifted, whatever the case may be. But you know what's inside of you. You don't really need to look outside of yourself. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, that everything is already written in you. You already have a purpose inside of you. So you don't need to look outside for other validations, because you know what is inside of you.